What you want, yeah. We just chillin' by the Wawas, lemonade with the large fries. Puff twice for the calm high, ayy, what you want, yeah. Big checks make the bank bounce. Old school candy paint down. Bad chicks, they from down south, ayy, what you want, yeah.
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, BQ Quick Review. I'm your host, BQ. And today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. We're gonna be talking about the podcast Fresh and Fit. Now, usually I try to stay away from stuff like this, and but if you guys haven't known, I'll give you guys a little info. So Fresh and Fit is a YouTube channel, and they bring girls on. They're based in Miami. They bring girls on to talk about controversial topics and things like that, and yeah, sometimes it can get pretty there's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on there, let's just say that. And sometimes when a guest gets disrespectful, they'll kick a girl off of their show. So recently, they've been trending. It's probably not the first time they've trended, and they've been trending because they kicked out a rapper by the name of Asian Doll. And because of that clip, and because it kind of surfaced up to mainstream media, and then a few other clips from their channel have resurfaced about them speaking bad on black women. I'll show you actually one of the clips.
What about the black dating app called Black?
Oh, it's funny. I never used that one, bro. But hey, man.
I mean, hey, bro, if you want to date a bunch of Shaniquas, go for it, man.
LaQuisha.
Yeah, like me and Fresh aren't really down with the brown like that.
Man.
We ain't night riders.
Nah,
so
bro, I'm good.
Sometimes if they're Redbone, but like in general, me and Fresh don't dabble in the dark, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Okay, so last one, which are traits of feminine women. What's her gram?
What's your Instagram?
Dude,
again?
you
got
like
a lot of love today.
Yeah, baby. That's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. Just keeping it real. I don't really date black girls. it's not because like most black girls are like annoying. How to put this? Ratchet, and they don't know how to like be reserved. You're like the complete opposite.
You are not the stereotype. You are not the stereotype.
You are not the same. That's awesome.
So, yeah. So we'll give you that.
But yeah, I just wanted to weigh in on that because first things first, I want to say this video is in no way to hate on them or anything like that, or to bash their channel, because I don't really care. I don't really care what people are going to do. People are going to say what they say and do what they do. But the one thing that I want to say is that words are important, and what you say really does affect a lot of other people in the world and things that happen around you. So the thing I want to get out of the way, like I said, is it's not a hate video, and they obviously are doing something good with their channel. They have a nice setup. They have a nice idea. I like the idea of having the two genders come together and talk about controversial things and stuff. But they have some things I agree with and a lot of things I disagree with. So pretty much we're going to be critiquing it and tell you one of the things I really disagree with. As you guys saw the video, I know you guys are probably really pissed and everything, and I was too. I've watched their channel. They've had a couple of good episodes, and they brought in a lot of good guests, and yeah, but there's something distasteful about people who just kind of, and I talked about this in one of my episodes, people who just don't date a certain person because of their race, and because of the statements they've made, they try to kind of wash it off as, oh, this is just my preference. No, that's not a preference. you lose the. I think it's weird when people don't date other people because don't want to date an entire race for whatever freaking reason, whether it's black, white, Asian, Mexican, whatever. I just think it's weird, and I think it's more egregious when you don't like the people that look like you. You know, it's just terrible. So, but it gets even worse when you try to mask it as a preference, you know, because I've watched that video and I've showed you guys it. Does that sound like a fucking preference to you? Because it doesn't. Not to me. You can have your preferences without bashing another group, you know? I think you lose the context of a preference when you start to not like people because of their race, ethnicity, or a stereotype, you know? And that's pretty much what it is. And I think when they're in this particular situation, when you have black men that don't like women of their own race because of some stereotype or because of some skin color, there's something internally that's going on with men like that, whether it's the women of their own race not liking them or something like that, or maybe it's just the women you meet around you in Miami. You know, if you're in Miami and in club and bar settings all the time, you're gonna and having Instagram people on your show. Not saying that they only have Instagram people on their show, because they have brought a few diverse people, but you're gonna encounter the same type of people. And I can say, even in my life, you know, I've met a lot of black women who do not fit that angry, ratchet black stereotype that's, you know, men like them like to say. So it's just really distasteful that, you know, they would say something like that, being that they're two black men themselves, you know. There's a lot of information and stuff going around about them. I think some of it is unfair, granted, but when you say things like that, how does that make black women feel, you know? And, you know, people are going around saying they're racist and stuff. I don't think they're racist. Do I think they're colorist? Yeah, I do think so. When you're saying things like, we don't dabble in the night, we're not night riders and stuff, and if they're red bone, then I might do it, then it doesn't become a black person problem. It becomes a skin problem, you know? And what does that say to the people that look like you know, especially Fresh with his dark ass? I'm like, why? Like, it doesn't make sense. Why? Like, you know, it's something that goes on internally with them. You have this type of idea that black women are like this and they can't do this, you know, because I met a lot of black women who definitely do not fit that stereotype. And, you know, I remember I was watching a show. I was watching an episode. It was me and my brother was sitting down. And, you know, I think it was 3 or 4 black men on a podcast. And a question came up. You know, they have like these little super chats that come up. And they asked all the men, what girl do you like at the table? That was the question. There was something along the lines of that. And I remember there was a few black girls on the cast and some dark skin too. And me and my brother both pointing at the same girl who was clearly very, very attractive among all the girls. And she was a dark-skinned woman. And every single guy on the podcast, including Myron and Fresh, both pointed at all girls who are light-skinned. And, you know, obviously, what does that say to the woman, to black women, to darker-skinned women?
Did you want to say something? You kept interjecting. England?
No, I'm good.
No? Okay. Do you have anything else you want to add?
I had something to say.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
My whole point was the fact what academics is saying is the same point when they asked y'all who was the baddest bitch here, and ain't no one named an African American. No offense to you, Aaliyah Nicole, but you light skinned like a motherfucker.
I'm Haitian,
So okay,
Jamaican,
you
and
Haitian,
Irish.
Jamaican, but you also yellow.
You're right. You're right.
Wait, what's
You
that
yellow
mean,
as
though?
fuck.
Black is black.
No.
Yeah, but she light skinned as fuck. Colorism is real.
Everybody,
One mic.
Go ahead.
It is.
Yeah.
All I got is one mic. One
ahead.
mic.
Shit.
So colorism is real. So my thing is, for all of y'all to say the baddest bitch on the panel was all the light skinned bitches is just what he's saying. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to add to that too. It's
Sure.
it's super hard to find like a dark skinned guy that will look at me and be like, "Oh my god, your
I'm
skin is so
beautiful.
beautiful. Your
Mhm.
skin is shining."
No,
But
right now you are shining.
I know. I know. I mean, I did put baby oil on, so and I do have highlighter on, so yeah.
That melanin is beautiful.
Exactly. So I appreciate when a black man can say to a black woman, "You're beautiful," and we need to hear more of that for sure.
We wonder why, women say, "Oh, black men only like light-skinned women or white women and stuff," which is not true. It's definitely not true. You're definitely loved by a lot of men, but when you have a thing in the media and you see men who I guess are of a higher class, and they're always pointing to women of a lighter color, then what do you expect them to think, So, my thing is, it's very distasteful that they would say things like that about your own woman. I think either way, whether they said that about a white woman, Mexican woman, a black woman, I think it would have been distasteful. But like I said, it's just more egregious when it's your own people that look like you, So, yeah. Like I said, not hating on their channel. I think they work hard. They upload a whole lot of videos. Those guys are working hard over there. But you can have your preferences, and you can arguably, me personally, like I said, I think if you don't like any race, for whatever freaking reason, then something is wrong with you. You could say, "Oh, I prefer light-skinned women." Me personally think it's still weird, but whatever. We can argue that's a preference. When you say, "My preference is light-skinned women, black women, dark-skinned women are ratchet, ugly, and all this extra stuff," then that's when I say it's not a preference. You're just kind of shitting on them, and then you have a problem internally where you have something against that particular race of woman. And I understand why they're getting the backlash they're getting, because you kind of have it coming when you're kind of shitting on a black woman like that. When you are shitting on black women like that, it's men like that really piss me the fuck off. I'm not gonna lie. When they say things like that, we could get past the oh, you like whatever. You could say, "My preference is dark-skinned woman, my preference is Mexican woman, my preference is Chinese woman." You could say that, whatever. I don't agree with it, but whatever. But when you go ahead and shit on a whole nother race too, you gotta get your shit together. So that's what I'm gonna say. And let me hear your thoughts on it, guys. Maybe I might do one more video on it, maybe on a different topic. If you guys want me to talk about the whole Asian doll. If you want me to talk about the whole Asian doll thing with them, I'll talk about it. Let me know down in the comments. But yeah, that's the end of the video. BQ quick review. You know how we do.
Pick up the pieces and patches, I gotta be, cause the edges are jagged. I do not call my piece lessons with real beef, they be squeezing them ratchets. You not the same person that you on internet, I've been smelling some catfish. Don't condone violence, cause we move in silence, you know that they got it like Metal Gear Solid. Pick up the pieces and patches, I gotta be, cause the edges are jagged. I do not call my piece lessons with real beef, they be squeezing them ratchets. You not the same person that you on internet, I've been smelling some catfish. Don't condone violence, cause we move in silence, you know that they got it like Metal Gear Solid.